Chapter 1, Part 6. Is this really the end? Still filled with strange confidence, Mark opened the white door, expecting to see the end of the prank. But instead of a cheerful scene with friends, confetti, and celebrations, he saw a large mirror standing directly in front of him. Immediately, the question arose in his mind. Why is this here? He turned to Saniya, who was standing behind him, and asked with slight irritation, "What's with the mirror? Why is it here?" Saniya looked at him with her calm, oddly detached gaze and said, "This is your end." Mark laughed, trying to suppress the growing unease. He was convinced it was just part of the show. "Ah, got it. The end of the prank, right? Yeah, cool. Thanks, Dad. It's finally over. Honestly, I'm so done with all of this." But with each passing second, the laughter in his voice faded and nervousness crept in. His confidence began to melt away, like ice under a scorching sun. He started shouting, his voice trembling with mixed emotions. "What is happening? What doors? What mirror? Come on, just end this damn prank already." Saniya began slowly moving toward him, her movements smooth, which only made her even more unsettling. When she got closer, her voice became soft, almost a whisper, but crystal clear. "Look in the mirror. What do you see?" Mark froze again, not understanding what she meant. The tension in his nerves increased, and he couldn't hold back his anger. "What the hell kind of mirror? Just stop it already. I want to go back to my friends." His voice grew increasingly aggressive, but Saniya suddenly burst out laughing, her laughter echoing in the empty room. And still smiling, she said, "Look, that laugh, her expression, it all made Mark freeze. Though he didn't want to, he slowly turned his head and looked into the mirror, but there was nothing. His reflection was simply missing. Mark felt something icy spread through his veins. "What is this?" he whispered. "Is this another prank?" But deep down, he already knew that this wasn't just a joke. Frustration was building inside him. He was done with the mirror, the questions, the strange game Saniya was playing. In a fit of rage, he tightened his grip on the bottle he was still holding and, without thinking, ran toward the mirror. With all his strength, he struck the mirror with the bottle, shattering the glass into thousands of pieces. Shards scattered across the floor, and only ruins remained of the mirror. Saniya merely clicked her tongue, her face twisting into a strange smile, and she quietly said, "Well, that's the end." At that moment, the floor beneath Mark began to disappear. He suddenly felt something pulling him down. He began to fall, plunging into endless darkness. His heart raced, adrenaline surged through his body, but there was nothing he could do, only fall into the void. And then, after what felt like an eternity of falling, a bright light flashed, blinding. And standing before him was his father, silently watching him. Mark froze, unable to understand if this was the end of the prank or something far more serious. End of the chapter.